My dad was making it hurt.
Oh, yeah. 3 o'clock on the dot. Well, a little bit past it, but y'all got to forgive me for my music and stuff. Welcome, everybody, once again to the Big Time Show podcast. It's Saturday. It's 3 o'clock or somewhere around there. That means I'm supposed to be right where I am right now, right in front of you, on your computer, on your phone, wherever you're listening to me, even if it's the replay that's being downloaded on iHeartRadio and Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all the places where you can get the Big Time Show, LinkedIn, so many others that the show is broadcast to. Listen, thank you for joining in on today. Welcome to the show. It's being seen, of course, as you already should know by now, on the Sports Empire Network page. It is also being seen live and in color on Notoriety Sports Network page as well. And, of course, without a doubt, it's on the Big Time Show Facebook and YouTube page. Hello to everybody, wherever you're listening to me from. I'm on Twitch, and on Twitter is live as well. What's going on? Let's have some fun today as we get closer and closer and closer to week one. Now, I understand there's a lot of work that got to be done in between now and week one, but I'm already there. I'm sorry. I'm ready to get the show on the road already. I know the guys ain't quite ready yet. I understand that. I know I may be even jumping the gun a little bit, but if I jump, let me jump higher. You understand what I'm saying? I'm ready for week one. Too much talking going on. That's all I'm saying. It's too much talking going on, and it's not in a negative way. It's just I'm tired. I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to go to work. I still got a bitter taste in my mouth on the 49er game, playoff game. I'm upset about it. I'm still upset. I'm still fuming. I can remember it just like yesterday. I'm still ticked off. I got a problem with it. What's all this, man? Do I feel like a superhero? Y'all see my mic stand here? Right, let me see. Yeah, right here. It feel like I'm in a movie or something. I feel like Thanos is making me vanish. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It feel like that. Look, so when I do my hand like that, okay, so that means I need to do something different. Yeah, right around in this area, right here. What is going on? That's a little better, but hey, y'all forgive that. Just say Thanos got me. Look, if I disappear completely, somebody need to call the Avengers. Hello. If I disappear, somebody needs to call the Avengers real quick. Cap too old now, so call the new Captain America. Call him. Iron Man dead, so we can't call him. Call Captain. Shh. Don't call Spider-Man. Shoot, I'd knock him out myself. He's flying around shooting webs ain't gonna get it done. I need oh, y'all forgive me. I'm just vamping right here. Welcome to the show, y'all. That's your comedy moment. That's your comedy part. Unless I start really acting the fool. Let's go ahead and go to work now. So, I'm sorry. Forgive my rudeness. I'm sorry. Y'all got time. Let me get myself together here. Let me speak to my people that are here. Let me speak. I'm looking for. Let me look. Let me get in here. My guy. I'm my guy in here. What's up, Dylan? I see you. Patrick. What's up? What's up? Jory. What's up, Jory? Mr. Burns. I'm in the house, man. What's up? What's going on? E. Kush, my brother in there. What's up, Karam? Joe. What's up, Zach? I see you, man. What's going on, y'all? Maurice. Mo Better in the house. Coach Dante, I see you. What's going on, Greg? I see you, man. How about them Cowboys? I'm getting ready to talk about them in just a second. I'm getting ready to let loose in just a second. I just wanted to speak to y'all because it would be wrong for me to start a show and at least don't speak. I heard when people come into the house, you need, if people speak, then you're supposed to speak back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know y'all. I see the comments here when I was going over. I didn't see them previously. I didn't pick it up. But if I fade away, man, what's up, Daniel? I see you just popped in here. What's going on, man? I see all the family showing up in here. Well, y'all, I do me a favor while you're at it. I need 2 favors. I need 3 favors. Yeah, 3. Number 1, I need y'all to push the like button now. And I need y'all continuously push that. Why? Because people you probably heard that. This is why. This is why we do this. For guys like me that do this, little podcast and all that kind of stuff, when you hit the like button, when you hit it, and you continuously hit it, what it does is it starts an algorithm up and it sends a message to whoever's controlling Facebook like, hey, man, this dude been on maybe about an hour, but he got about 40, 50, 70, 80, 100, 200 likes. He must be talking about something. Let's put his show in front of more people. That'll help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying. So if you don't mind, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. Just hit the like button, love button. That's all you gotta do. That's one thing. Second thing is, if you think I'm talking about something, hey, Niecy? Oh, well, Niecy, you saw me with Boss Cowboy. That's my brother in the West Coast and all them guys, Law, all of them. I appreciate you, Niecy. Do me a favor, since it's your first time catching me, go ahead and subscribe to my page. How about that? So you don't miss me no more, okay? I'm going to have Boss on my show, I think, next week. I'm going to try to get him here Monday. I'm going to try to get Boss here on Monday. I got to see what his schedule like. He big now. No, he my brother. We talk all the time, so I'm going to get him on here. We're going to talk Cowboy talk, all right? Appreciate you. Thank you, Niecy. Thank you. Appreciate you. Y'all welcome Niecy to the family. Niecy's in there. She said she already did. See, I ain't got to go do that. Y'all, look, say welcome Niecy. We want to make her feel special. Since everybody say, if you're part of the Big Time Show family, a consistent basis, y'all welcome Niecy to the family. Hopefully she'll hang with us. Hopefully I don't run off with some of the stuff I say. But Niecy, I appreciate you. Thank you. Second thing you can do, y'all, just like Niecy just did. Well, she didn't do it, but I'm just saying, if you haven't subscribed to wherever you're watching me from, if you ain't followed me on Facebook or subscribe to the YouTube channel, do that. That won't cost you anything. It's just a simple subscribe. I'll go live, bam, then we there, all right? That's what you can do. Hey, appreciate you, Sugar Daddy. What's up, man? Thank you, man. See, that's all I'm talking about. Sugar Daddy, thank you, sir. It's just that simple, man. Sugar Daddy, and your picture say we wearing the same jersey. We got the 88s on. See, I love that. See, I got a brother in the house. That's all I need. See what I'm saying? I can go to work now. Here's the third thing, and this might turn some of y'all, but you got to put it out there because it's what I do. Well, part of what I do for a living. Now, thank you, Nisa. I see you. I appreciate you. I won't run y'all. Well, just came with me. We got a long season ahead. Listen, if you want to contribute or if your heart says contribute, those of you that are on YouTube, you can do the super chats. It's right there. You ain't got to pay no $900. $2 super chat, $1 super chat, $5, whatever. Bam. That's simple. You're not forced to do it, but if you want to help your boy out, contribute, thank you. On Facebook, you can do the stars. The stars are there for you as well. You don't have to. It's not a requirement, but if you feel to bless the old boy over here and show some type of, thinking that I'm all right, you can do that as well. So I appreciate all of you who have come. Let's talk cowboy talk. None of the pleasantries. Nisa, everybody kind of making you feel welcome, as you can see. All right, let's go to work. Training camp, as everybody knows, for the Cowboys has begun. Now, the reason why everybody knows it is because the goddamn ESPN and Fox, that's all you see. I mean, is there anybody else in training camp? Because I can't tell. I'm sorry. And that little poo-put Jets coverage and, the only time they show Cincinnati when Joe Burrow messed up his knee other than that, you didn't even know they was in training camp. See what I'm saying? That's the reason why you know, because ESPN have been talking about us every day before they even flew to California. I mean, we know we in training camp. You can't miss us. Because the Cowboys run the coverage. Everybody know that. It's Philadelphia in training camp. Have anybody seen anything on Philadelphia? Have anybody seen anything on San Francisco? Have anybody seen anything on Baltimore? Have anybody seen anything on the world champion Kansas City Chiefs? I saw one thing today. I heard Travis Kelce got to fight. That's it. I mean, come on now. Is there anybody else in the NFL other than us? Thank you, Sugar Daddy. Thank you, Sugar Daddy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And when you do the super chat, I automatically read what you say. Sugar Daddy said, bam, I like this. Well, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Joe. I see you. Joe said, that's why we're America's team. I agree 100%. The Cowboys drive the ratings. So we know we're in training camp. We know that. Now let's since we're there, let's just go ahead and talk. If you have been paying attention so far in training camp, one thing is already standing out, and the funny part is that it really haven't gotten started yet. And the pads hadn't even, the full pads at least, have not even came on yet. Here's what you already start if you're paying attention now. Here is what you are already seeing. It's what we predicted on this show. And the family is in the chat group, and they know this is what we've all said together. The defense is already in form. Okay, let's admit, Dak Prescott already throwing interceptions. And I'm not saying it because he's going to do in the regular season. I told y'all that if we're going to find out how really good this offense really is, just by us practicing every day. Dak Prescott done thrown a few interceptions already. The guys knocking balls down on pass breakups. The pass ain't even came on yet. So you can't really judge Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark. You really can't judge the defensive linemen. But I saw something. I don't know if y'all caught it. Tell me, did y'all see when Cooper Rush was in? And even though the guys, you really can't judge it. You know what I'm saying? because the offensive line is only going, so far in speed at least. Defensive lineman too. But I did see something from Mozzie Smith. I don't know if y'all saw that. Mozzie Smith did some type of move and got inside, and he actually hit Cooper Rush. Bang body, he hit him and kind of fell back, but he hit him enough with when the quarterback is like, it's like Cooper Rush looked at him and say, "Hey, man, don't you see I got this red jersey on? Do you know what that means? I know you're a rookie from Michigan, but look, when you see this red jersey on, you don't hit me. You just don't do that." He had that look like, "Hey, man, hold up now. You number one pick. You gonna get some playing time. Look, don't." See, if it was Dak, he probably wouldn't have touched me, because it's me. You touch, and I would have been out and said, "Touch him again." That's what I would have said. Touch him again. See, we ain't got time for it. Look, if you're gonna cry, go on. It's Oxnard, California. Somewhere in that vicinity is your local Walgreens or somewhere, or Walmart. Go get you a pacifier. Ain't got time for no babies. The man ain't tried to hit you hard. The man ain't tried to hit you. Here, look, stop crying. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got time for it. And I'm going to get into something else that's leading kind of to what I'm saying. I ain't got time, man. If you're a baby, if you ain't ready, man, going on somewhere. And I know what some of y'all saying. "Oh, y'all, come on, we don't need that, Yeah, I need it. I need it. And Joe, I'm gonna put this comment up because I've seen some film. Yes, Cooper Rush is throwing dimes out there. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is. If you've seen any type of tape, you would see that he has been, he looks good. He does. The little bit that I've seen. But at the same time, Dak has too. Dak has too. Let's be fair. Now, you heard me say Dak throwing interceptions. Well, Dak is trying stuff too. Like the one that y'all saw in the Sean Wright make the interception on. I'm quite sure you're seeing all that. He's just throwing it out there to see who's gonna make a play. You see what I'm saying? He's doing what he's supposed to do. Okay? So let's not get too hung up. I'm just glad to see Nashawn Wright complete a play. That's very contrary to what he was doing last year. He'll be there, but he wouldn't make the play. Knock it down. He'll be just about a half inch off, and the guy make a catch, but he'll make the tackle. But so far, guess what? He making the plays. Y'all forgive me, I'm looking down. I'm trying to share my stuff. So y'all don't think I'm not paying attention on that. But let me go back to what I was saying before. The defense is clicking already. None of us, especially if you've been listening to my show, none of us should be surprised, because we have already made the determination that this group here is going to be the most powerful unit on our team this year. It really shouldn't be a surprise, by no means. Y'all forgive me, let me see. Exactly, y'all say the defense is supposed to be clicking. As expected, we said it was going to happen because I believe they are that much better than the offense. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think the offense will ever catch up. But that's good, because it's like I said before, keep in mind, y'all, see, it's certain positions that we can find out some things right now, even without the pay. See, the Gilmore Diggs versus Cooks Lamb fight is presently on right now. See, we don't need pass to figure that out. We don't need pass. We're going to find out how really good Diggs, Gilmore really can be, because they can get it right now from Lamb and Cooks, Gallup, whoever else you want to go with. That don't require full pads. That can go on right now. Right now in shorts, we can't find out about linebackers. We can't find out about defensive linemen. We really can't find out about tackling yet. We can't find that out yet. But what we can find out is how skillful our defenders are against some skillful offensive wide receivers. Jalen Tolbert, I've heard, I've seen, is matching up to what's been done for about the last 6 to 7 weeks. He stepped up. I'm just saying. Really ain't heard nothing about Gallup. I haven't seen anything on Gallup. I haven't heard anything on Gallup. I haven't seen it. I've heard that Cooks is electric. The speed is just ridiculous. I think Law Nation put out a video. What's up, everybody? I see everybody. I don't want to be rude. Law Nation put a video that showed the wide receivers doing a drill. I don't know. I know most of you follow Law as well. If you know what video I'm talking about, you will see how sudden some of our guys really are. And I mean, Brandon Cooks is just, look, he is good as advertised as far as speed wise. He is electric. I mean, we haven't had a guy like this. And notice what I'm getting ready to say. I'm not saying he's as good as Cooks, but I'm saying the suddenness and the twitch. We haven't had this since on this level since Cole Beasley. That's how sudden he is. And he's faster than Cole, and Cole is fast. I'm just saying this type of twitch, he's the type of guy that you cannot run bump and run coverage on. You got to play off on him. You have to, because if you play up on him and he gets one step, it's over. It's over. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find the video that Law put out, and I'm gonna put it on the Big Time Show page. Of course, I'm gonna share it from his page and put it on there. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see that probably a little bit after I got. I want y'all to see how it's, I mean, you know, some words are not good enough to describe some things. Because I was just about to say explosive for Brandon Cooks. I don't think that's good enough. You know, I'm serious. What I saw just in the drill, see, you can't fake twitch. And the truth of the matter, I don't really think he really was going at full speed. You can't fake twitch and you can't fake speed. If he wasn't going 100%, I'm almost scared to see what's going to happen once he go at 100%. I mean, what I saw, I said, oh my God. Dak ain't never had this. Not this dude, not this type of guy. No. He may have had it on the field, but they were on the bench. Cook's gonna play. Long as, of course, he's healthy. Cook's gonna be out there. He ain't had this. I was impressed. It just saying like, dang. And if you listen to Cooks, his interview, if you haven't listened to that, you need to go listen to it. Cooks just answered a simple question. He said, who they gonna double? Did y'all hear that? Cook said, because if we line up on the same side, Cook said, we're going to make the safety make a decision. He going to have to. He said, because one of us is going to be double. If we line up on the same side, I think that was a little key there that Cook said too. Something that we kind of knew was going to happen anyway. But when they line up on the same side, in other words, one of them is going to be in the slot, the other one's going to be outside, and maybe Gallup will line up outside on the other side. And when you put both of them there, They said the cooks already said what the safety gonna do? He can't guard both of us. And then he said, and can't nobody guard CeeDee Lamb one-on-one. So it kind of let you know what I'm saying? It's kind of give you a slight clue about what's getting ready to go down. And I'm gonna say this about that, what he said. When he said what the safety gonna do and you can't double. This is what I'm saying right here. I'm just like the guy on Coming to America. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. What are you gonna do? What is a defensive coordinator gonna do? Y'all push that like button. Y'all know y'all like what I'm talking about right now. Hit that like button for me. Seriously. This is just the truth. What are you gonna do? The Cowboys have a major advantage. Well, Karam, hey man, look, if you say I am 50. I don't know if you say I look like him. I got gray hair in my beard. I'm a little older. Me and Nate may be right around the same age. Karam, if I remind you of him. Now, Nate's funny, but he ain't funny as I am. So, I hope that's what you're talking about. Don't try to check me on the slack, Karam. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to choke myself. Don't try to check me on the slack. He ain't as fun as I am. I don't know. Nate probably funner than I am. Let me take that back up. Nate don't get to cuss on when he working for the Cowboys and all that. But I heard Nate fun as all outdoors, especially when he started cussing. So let me take that back. See, I can't cuss because, as all you know, I'm an assistant pastor here in Memphis at of course, of a church, and it'll look kind of crazy if the assistant pastor just start cussing all that kind of stuff with me. Yeah, so I can't do that. But Nate funny. All right. Gregory, absolutely correct. See, I just called out a couple names, but here it is. Look what Greg said. Look what Greg. Greg said when the Cowboys line up and 3 or 4 wide receivers say it's gonna get real ugly. I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be one-on-one to me with just one safety in the middle. He's just gonna have to make a choice. Cause see, if you line up Cooks, if you just line up the top 3, Gallup, Cooks, Lamb, all right. Pastor Matthews right down here, Jeffrey, but I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna do all that. If you line up those 3, and let's just say you put Tolbert in, who runs a 4.40. I even go a wild card. What if one of these times they line up them 3 and then they put Turpin in? That's 4.3 with Cooks, another 4.3. I mean, look, it's gonna be a problem, man. I'm serious. But what I like about, I'm gonna go back to my original statement before I get too far away. What I like about training camp is that when I throw in, maybe Jordan Lewis is not practicing, of course, because he's hurt. When I throw in Bland, let's just stick Bland there, okay? Whatever 3, or if you're running a 2 wide receiver set or a 3 wide receiver set, it's a battle going on right now without it being full pass because the corners and the wide receivers can go at full speed and do what they need to do. So look at the matchup. I got Gilmore, Diggs, and Bland. Primarily going against Lamb, Cooks, and Gallup. That sounds like a war to me. So when we get to week 1 and we go see the Giants, all the wide receivers will be ready because they getting the fire every day in practice. Whoever the Giants got, they ain't as good as Gilmore and Diggs. They're not. We know that. See what I'm saying? I mean, this is beautiful. So if Dak, if y'all saw the video, or some of y'all lost your mind because Dak threw an interception, y'all. Oh Lord, have mercy. Dak was just trying to get See who gonna make plays on the ball. Right now, throws like that, we rarely see Dak throw big old bombs down the field anyway. It really don't happen unless they just wide open. He rarely throws 50-50 balls. He rarely does. He will sometime, but when you got a player like Lamb, you might want to start trying 50-50 balls, because Lamb will get it. See what I'm saying? Gallup can get up in there and go get it too as well. So he just trying stuff out. Let's not flip out because Dak threw intercepted Nation. Right. Lord have mercy. Calm down. Just trying stuff, okay? This is training camp. This is where you find things out. Hello. But I'm impressed by our defense already. That's only going to get better. All right. Let's go now to another noticeable thing that I talked about on my last show. And that was Zach Martin not being there. Well, Zach, there are two things that I said it last one, but I think it bears repeating. Well, forgive me. Shane, I see you done slipped up in here. Hey, what's up, Shane? Let me go back to that before I get to Zach. Shane said the only disadvantage I see with the wideouts is I hope they don't telegraph their plays because defensive players study the footworks of players. Well, I don't mind them doing it here because they pretty much know. Remember, the offense really hadn't changed according to what most of the players have said, just language, and may have added on. And they just installing plays right now. They're in install. They ain't nobody knows the whole playbook yet. I don't mind them being sharp on it. Gilmore is too much of a pro, and Diggs is too good to be, doing, I think, what you're saying, Shane. They're a little bit too good. Gilmore, definitely. Too much experience there. So I don't think we really got to worry about that at all. At all. Really. For real. I see somebody talking about something. He could say his interceptions happening, not a big deal. Our defense is going to keep us in extra possession this year. Got to working on taking advantage. I agree. There was a video that showed Dak Prescott in the 2-minute drill. He was electric. He was. 2-minute drill was awesome, and he was going against our defense. Minus the pass rush, all that kind of stuff. The receivers are on point. Dak was guarding them guys. All right. Zach Martin. There's one thing that I want you guys to always remember. Somebody in the chat had mentioned something about Ezekiel Elliott going to New England. Here's the thing that you guys need to understand about guys like that. Zeke, Zach Martin, Dalvin Cook, I was actually shocked that DeAndre Hopkins went ahead and took care of his business, but I understand you got guys that need to come in and learn the playbook. And based on the position that you're playing, you might need to get on in there and get to work. When you start talking about wide receivers, they probably do need to get in because they not only got to learn the new language, but concepts, route concepts, and all that kind of stuff. So, DeAndre Hopkins going from Arizona to Tennessee, he probably do need to get in there. That's why you see him there now. When you start talking quarterbacks, they definitely need to get in. They do. It changes a little bit when it comes to offensive linemen and running backs. Because other than the language barrier, they do need to get in. I'm not saying they don't need to get in there because when you start talking line play, sometimes it's not line up and hit the guy right in front of you. Sometimes there are combination blocks, there are pulls, and there are zone blocking schemes. You know what I'm saying? Going left and right and all, and all that kind of stuff. So you do need to get in. Obviously, I'm not saying you don't, but let's be honest, y'all. Zach Martin don't need a whole lot of work. He don't. Zach, not him. Matter of fact, older guys, and I'll throw in Ezekiel Elliott as well. One of the things that you guys have heard about Ezekiel Elliott his whole career was, especially with us, was that he's an incredibly intelligent guy. As a matter of fact, if y'all know anything about the Cowboys inside the building, we all know that Ezekiel Elliott never went to the running back meeting. It is well known that Ezekiel Elliott was in the quarterback meetings. Every time that's where he stayed, in the quarterback meeting. So that just go to show you what he's, his brain. I said that to say this: Ezekiel Elliott don't need work. Ezekiel Elliott has had our offers to go. It's just that he probably didn't, and I don't know this. Ezekiel probably was waiting it out. He probably had a hope, since he was working out with us, the Cowboy players. He may have had hope that he possibly could come back home. Probably the reason why he didn't sign, but I believe since the handwriting on the wall, he knows what time it is. Time he'll probably get in just a little bit. But let's be honest, Zeke don't need to work. Even if he went to New England, what the New England Patriots are going to do is going to make him a number 2 running back, which is pretty much my opinion, what he is. It will be him and Mr. Stevenson. That'll make a tremendous 1-2 punch, I may add. If that happens, I can see Zeke getting a lot of touchdowns like he did last year in the red zone. I can see that because they're going to stick him in there. Bill O'Brien is a brilliant offensive coordinator. Brilliant. I'm quite sure that Zeke, even if he's come in after the last preseason game and in between week 1, I'm quite sure Bill O'Brien will give him about 6 to 7 plays in a package that he already knows. And he'll be coming in and go to work immediately. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Because they're going to try to make him comfortable. It's kind of like Dalvin Cook. The big rumor is, it seemed like, if you heard the interview Dalvin Cook had, Dalvin Cook seemed like he going to the Jets. Yeah, I even heard him talk. He was highly impressed. I even heard them say Cowboys. But he kind of didn't answer that. Okay? I got a super chat here, so I'm sorry. I got a super chat here, so let me look what Terry said. Let me break off. Terry says, over and under how many games will Tyron Smith lay down and go out? I say 4. Well, one thing about Tyron Smith, Terry, he has done this to us. So he don't need a lot of work either. I'm saying guys like him, Zach Martin, they don't need a lot of work. They ain't gonna play none of the preseason, and they're gonna be limited in some of these scrimmages that we end up having to play against another team. I'm serious. These type of dudes, they don't need much work. Zeke don't need much work. Dalvin Cook don't need much work. So I'm saying that to say it ain't because Zeke, nobody wants Zeke. It could be just at the moment Zeke don't want them right now. He don't want to go to training camp. Do y'all remember how Brett Favre used to be? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember how Brett Favre, I'm talking about when he used to go to another team. I ain't talking about when he was with the Packers. Every year, Brett Favre would wait right until the end of training camp. The last preseason game, he'll come in on a plane. Guys like that, I mean, these guys don't need no work. You heard Stephen Jones say that in his interview this week. And the question was asked towards Zach Martin. The first thing he said was, well, we love Zach and Ben, we understand, we love, he's a Mr. Cowboy type guy, and we love him and we respect him. But this is the business side. And then he said, a guy like him really don't need a lot of work. See what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, Zach, and the reason why I'm saying that is because of what you guys already saw. Everybody by now has heard of the text that was sent by Zach Martin to Tyron Smith, where he said, y'all set the tone, I'll be there real soon. Zach already know he coming back. But when? It very well could be Zach saying, look, I need to be as fresh as possible. Even though I think the player agreement now for training camp is that the guys, I think they only got 13 practices they're allowed to do. 13. That's it. It ain't no more 2 a days and 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. They ain't all that no more. It's only 13 total practice. They're trying to preserve these guys. And the way Zach's saying is, shoot, I already missed 2 or 3. I'll be good. Let me get about 4 or 5 in so I can get a little rhythm in. And then I'll be ready to go to work for the Giants week 1 because I ain't playing no preseason games. And he shouldn't. So I'm saying let's keep that in mind. Yes, they need to take care of him. Because I think it's, like I said, it's an insult. Yes, even though he signed this contract, I get it. But it is an insult for him to be the 7th or 9th highest paid guard in the league. It's an insult to him. I agree. He should get paid. Dak Prescott, who is showing me something lately with his mouth, not being so corporate. Even Dak came out and said, pay the man. Dak Prescott said that. Now, y'all know Jerry Jones don't like that. Because, the real corporate guy, is not so corporate right there. I'm used to that from other guys on the team, but not Dak. Dak usually take the size of the organization. He usually says the right thing. The last thing that, trust me, that Kyle, and y'all know I'm telling the truth. What's up, Kyle? The last thing that the Cowboys want is to hear their franchise quarterback side with a player in somewhat of a mini, I guess, contract. Let's call it a contract disturbance. I ain't going to say it's a conflict. I'm just going to say it's just a slight disturbance because Zach Martin is going to be there week 1 against the Giants by hook or by crook. He going to be there. So that's all I'm saying about that. But it's unusual for Dak to jump on that type of side. I'm proud of him because I'm not used to that. That's what I want. That's what make the players a tighter team. Like the franchise quarterback gonna go to bat for me, and he know that everybody gonna hear what he say. Oh, Zach Martin is very appreciative. I promise you that. I ain't got that. And look, and y'all gonna say, well, you don't know that. You're reporting it. Trust me, and you know I'm telling the truth. We don't need a fact or fiction for this. Zach Martin is very appreciative of Dak Prescott saying, pay the man. I think that's the only let's say it this way. He not mad. He not mad that his quarterback said that. Let's just be honest about it. So is really Zach is gonna be there. The message was sent to the other linemen. It's just a matter of when. I personally don't believe that these guys are in a rush to get to training camp. That's just me. I see what everybody's saying. Let me see. This Cowboy J. I couldn't have said it better. You could have used some more people other than LeBron because you really should have said something like Kawhi Leonard. You know, Kawhi don't hardly play at all. You know what I'm saying? Just load management. And you know, some guys are on that level. They don't need to work. All right. Shane said, do you think the Cowboys can use the philosophy like in the NBA to rest players? They can let Tyron Smith rest up if he gets nicked up. I believe they're gonna let Shane. I believe they're gonna let Tyron get all the rest anyway because they know his injury history. I mean, I would. I believe that every practice he ought to be extremely limited. And to be honest with you, the Cowboys can afford to do that because there's so many question marks about the depth of the offensive line. After you get past the starters, we need to know what we got. The only way we're gonna know it unless they get on the field. So, you know, Tyron Smith don't need a lot of work. Zach Martin don't need a lot of work. I almost want to say that Tyler Smith, and I know he's young, and I understand it's his second year, but look, it's a long year ahead. 17 games, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want them dead at week 2. Seriously. We need our guys as fresh as possible. Now, some of them do need work. Tyler Smith probably does need work, but he don't need to be in there every play. I gotta get my reps in. No, you need to rest up a little bit. You gotta be ready. See what I'm saying? All right. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all forgive me for doing this, but you know, my podcast. And thanks to you guys. Let me stop here. I promise I'm coming back to content. Let me stop here. Because most of the people that I see in this chat group are people who have been with me pretty much from the beginning. And I'm coming up on my 3rd year doing this, and some of you guys at the time were the only people. I mean, I've done shows where it was only 2 people. You know, nobody didn't know me. Nobody didn't know me. It's just really just that simple. And of course, it's grown and grown and grown. And most of these people that are in here have been with me from the very beginning. It's because of you guys. Wherever I am, it ain't because of me. It's really because of you. You guys have shared. You guys have pushed that like button. You guys have, told some other people about me, shot them to me. It's because of you guys. Guys like West Coast and I've been over West Coast. I've been with Law. I've been with Boss Cowboy. And the people that I haven't been with, they know me. And I didn't know that they knew me. It's because of you guys. Whatever I am in this little fashion here as far as podcasting, it is simply because of you. I just want to thank you. When I first started out, my YouTube page, of course I have, maybe about 20, 30 followers. Now it's over 2,200 on my Facebook page. I mean, hello. When I first started the Big Time Show Facebook page, my personal page, I got over 4,000 friends. But my Big Time Show Facebook page, I did not have but just maybe 20. Now that's over 850, I believe. So we got to get that over 1,000 too. So I'll be putting stuff out trying to get them there. But I'm saying, look how the podcast has grown. The pages are monetized now. It's I had a little bit to do with it, but I'm saying it's because of people like you. So I'm very appreciative to you guys. We're gonna see if we can add another 1,000 to this by the time the season over with. So that's why I'm saying I really need you guys to help me push this, not for money purposes. It possibly could lead to that. And let me say this, I don't do this for a living. I got a job. Hello. I work in the school system. I'm the dean of discipline at my school, which is about to start next week. So my primary job, I'm there every day, all day. This is fun for me, what I'm doing now. I just did this years ago just to have fun. Talk about my team. I didn't know that it can turn into what it is now. So I am appreciative now, and I'm serious now. I'm so appreciative to all of you that have been hanging with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Now, here are marching orders. Y'all help me grow even more. That's why I'm asking you guys to share it. If y'all think I'm whatever y'all think I am, y'all think I'm pretty good, share with somebody. Put in a note, say, hey man, this dude here crazy. This dude here, you keep it real. However way you describe me, you just say this dude here, keep it real. Just give it to them, and maybe they'll join the family. Okay? Yeah. I try to, I listen to a lot of calls, Law Nation. Some of them like the fact that they call in and talk. You do that a lot. Yeah, I mean, we're a family over here. We're a family over here. So, I don't mind opening up the call line only if you get ignorant. I got the power to shut it off. I don't have to do the call. If you get too ignorant, it's rare. I mean, nobody's been disrespectful because I don't get that vibe off. Y'all know I'm funny and crazy. So, I don't get that vibe off. So it's our show. It's our show. If y'all, most of y'all been here, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So this our show. Y'all been with me for 2.5 years. Y'all know this our show. Look, just to show you, I'm pushing people because I've done enough work to where I've earned the right to say, hey, support the podcast monetarily. It's not a requirement, but I've done enough and put the time in and the work in and paid some money, of course, to make my shows monetize. I've done the steps to get it there. So I'm not pushing you guys to do that. And like I said, if you do the stars, it ain't like I'm making you, do that so that I can read your comment. I'm not doing that. Y'all know I'll read your comment. I highlight it. Just like this last one. He said Eastside Harold walked the damn line, but I highlighted it. It didn't require money. I'm just saying if it's in your heart to support the podcast that way, that's fine and dandy. But if you don't, it ain't no big deal. Because I don't require it. Okay? Let me put this up. I see what you're saying, Shane. I appreciate you, man. Shane, I want to thank you. You're the only podcaster who to me actually listens to us. For example, when I brought up the field goal kicker position, no other podcast has brought up the kicker position because it's not a hot topic. But man, how many times I've been on this show, I say, hey, y'all control the narrative. Whenever I do my freestyle show, I let y'all do the topics. I come up here, no notes, no nothing, and let y'all run it. And we just start vibing and we start talking. It is what it is. So I just want to thank y'all. Now, I may not do that too many more times because I'm taking away from content, and that's why y'all tune in to listen. So let me get back to content real quick. So Zach Martin does it. This is my last one for no, let me go back. It's not my last one before I get to the last part. Somebody said something about the running back room, and this was not a part of my notes. But if you've seen video, I hope you see something that I've seen. Deuce Vaughn is going to be something to deal with. Yeah. I mean, I knew he was shifty. I knew he was fast. But the part that most people don't give him a lot of credit for is that he really is a true running back. Okay? And when I say a true running back, see, when you see a guy like Deuce Vaughn, the first thing you want to think is, let's get him in space. Let's get him outside. I hope y'all been seeing what I've been seeing. If not, and you can even go back to Kansas State. Deuce Vaughn run between the tackles. And he's strong. And so what I saw this week is how quick and Deuce and somebody gonna say, well, you know, it's always look like that when they in shorts. No. So you need to go back to the Kansas State tape. And particularly, you probably need to go look at the Kansas State Alabama game and see how quick he gets to the line inside and has no fear, is not tiptoeing, hits the hole like a Mack truck. I'm talking about between the center and both guards. That's the hole I'm talking. I know he can run outside. That's easy for him. I'm talking about the power and the explosiveness and the explosion, that he has. I saw that this week and I said, okay. And it made me start wondering, y'all, this. Now, y'all, check this out. Just a theory. Could Deuce Vaughn be our second back this year? And Ronald Jones and Hunter Lemke, whichever. And I'm saying yes. I'm really pinpointing one. Can Deuce Vaughn take over Malik Davis? I'm serious. I ain't worried about. I can see Ronald Jones if he's on the team, and Hunter Lemke, because both of them are big. I could see them being our short yardage back or our goal line back. I could see that. But as far as splitting the carries with Tony Pollard, I just saw something. Now I ain't saying Malik ain't clowning, because there ain't really nothing, to say about him right now. Yes, Karan, Lemke is the kid from North Dakota State, but he lined up as well as a tailback at North Dakota State because he's that fast. He's that big. I ain't saying he, 4'3", but he did run 4'5", and he over 220 pounds. And they lined him up as a fullback sometime, and they lined him up as a tailback. And it wasn't short yardage all the time. You have to go look at the North Dakota State. You got to really look at this kid. I thought that maybe what was going to happen was, when I first started out, I said, well, we know Tony is the number one running back. I said Ronald Jones was probably 2. And then I said Lemke would be our red zone, not red zone, but outside our, the 5-yard line type dude. And he very well still could be that. But I saw, when I looked at Deuce, I saw something. That's all I'm saying. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can do what Pollard does. So can Malik Davis. Well, I don't know how well Malik catches the ball yet. I don't know that. But I know Deuce can, and I know Deuce can run the ball. I was just seeing a couple film shots I saw of how hard he hits the hole, and he is shifty. Super shifty. And it just made me wonder, like, is Deuce gonna be the number 2? Cause see, I don't know really how they really feel about Malik Davis. I don't know about that. I know they took him out when he missed that block in San Francisco in the playoff game. Just let the guy walk by and just looking at him. He ain't get back in no more. I know that. And I'm not saying Deuce. See, that's the other thing about Deuce. Now I'm gonna use my common sense. But I would have to go back to the Kansas State game, maybe on third downs. And specifically, and maybe y'all that got the all 22, for those that have it, and you got access to the college game, what we need to see is the plays where Deuce had to block on third down. That's what we need to see. And can he block on third down? Now, he ain't scared to hit nobody, but because he's small and he's thick now. He's thick, but he's not a Hulk or anything like that. That he's just supposed to just knock folks off. Now, I'm just, and maybe we wouldn't use him in that fashion either. Maybe, maybe I'm jumping the gun, but I'm saying, no, that's too easy. If you line them up on third down and you using them primarily for coming out of the backfield in a passing situation, but when you don't see him on third down, you know that the running back is going to be in the block. You see what I'm saying? That'll be kind of like a giveaway. So he may not even be in on third downs anyway. That's just my guess. But I just can't see him going against a big linebacker like a Micah Parsons and stopping him. I just can't see that, which then means he's a liability. But as far as running the ball and catching, it's my theory. I'm not saying it's supposed to be because I haven't seen Malik in fairness. In fairness to Malik Davis, I haven't seen him. But I did see Deuce, and Deuce looks good. Seriously now. I think that's just something we may need to keep our eye on. All right, Greg says, do you remember Walt Garrison? Oh, Garrett. This who the guy from North Carolina State reminds me of. Walt Garrison. I think that's who you're talking about, Greg, the old running back for the Cowboys. He's way faster than that. Hunter can run, man. He can run. He's a downhill runner, and he got some thump to him. In other words, when you hit him, you gonna feel it. He gonna run over some folks. That's that. He's physical. That's why I said when I thought about him, I said, well, he would be perfect for goal line situation. Anything inside the 5-yard line, he's the guy. He can do it. That's what I said about Hunter. That very well may be his role. Okay. Last thing, I think that's what I want to throw that in because I forgot about that. I didn't have it in my notes. I should have put it there. Last thing that I want to talk about. Micah Parsons. If y'all been watching the videos and all that kind of stuff, don't you just love his attitude? And I'm not sure his attitude. See, in a perfect world, Micah Parsons is the type of dude that belong on the Baltimore Ravens Ray Lewis defenses. He got that type of attitude, that bite, that dog in him that a guy like Ray Lewis would have just loved him. He would have lost his mind with a guy like that. And Michael's and that type of attitude we haven't had here. We haven't had here, man, since Dez Bryant probably. That type of attitude. You know what I'm saying? That mocks in a guy that can back it up. You see what I'm saying? And what he did this week It's something that you just don't do, but I love it. He called out everybody. He did. He called out Dak. He called out the D-Law. Called out the whole team. Hey, man, we got to go to work. He called them out. Y'all heard? Y'all heard? If you haven't heard it, just go look at YouTube. Pick up Micah Parsons' interview from just a couple days ago. And you hear it for yourself. This kid wants it. He wants it all. He want to be a champion, but he want to be the best. He's a dog. He is. I've already said it this year. He is my defensive player of the year. If I'm a Vegas man, I'm betting in Vegas, I'm going to buy that ticket right now. Unless he gets hurt, I really do believe that Micah Parsons is going to be the defensive player of the year this year. I can see it. He really is on a mission to not be stopped. And what he's trying to do is get as many folks as he can to get this type of confidence, this type of moxie, this type of confidence, adrenaline going, so that they can feel the same way. Because everybody seems to have this same feeling that, like, when week one get here, it's like somebody is going to unlock a cage and just flip the door open and let these guys go. That's the vibe I'm getting. It's like they ready to go right now. Don't even know the playbook. They don't care. Just line up. Just line them up. We don't care. We ready to play ball right now. You heard Curse talk about he ready to go to work. He ready to go. You hear Parsons saying the same thing. I heard D-Law saying, hey, we ready to go. Diggs, you heard Diggs. We ready to go. We ready to go to work. We ready to play. It's like a ticking time bomb. It seems like it is just about ready to explode. And the sad part is we got a few more weeks before this party really gets started. And I got a feeling these guys going to be so wound up. It's going to be incredible. I feel sorry for the Giants. Well, no, I don't. Let me stop lying. I don't feel sorry for the Giants. I want us to go down there and destroy them. And I know it's the NFC East game. I know division games are always tough. I get all that. I'm looking for us to destroy the Giants. I'm looking for us to destroy the Giants. I know we got a preseason game, and we got to get all these cuts made. You know, all these cuts that's got to happen. I think it was 90 players. You got to get down to 53. So there's a lot of guys gonna lose their job, lose a chance to play. Obviously, we get all that, but man, I'm stoked. I'm ready for week one. I'm ready. It's time, y'all. And I love the way Micah is talking, because you know it ain't a lot of guys that talk like this, and that nor has it ever been in the league. But you know, the guys like Ray Lewis and Deion Sanders, Ed Reed. You know, it's been a couple guys that never said nothing, but you know that they had it. You know, Troy Polamalu and Luke Kuechly, them guys never said nothing, but they play was like that. You know, you just need a few guys that's gonna join in, which I ain't say you got to talk. I'm saying your play got to match your talking. We got enough guys on this team that their play can match that type of attitude. Hicks, Gilmore, a hidden one is Sam Williams, who talks a lot and has the ability to play like that as well. Mozzie, I know Mozzie talks because I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. That's my college team. So I saw Mozzie play. Mozzie talk a lot of mess too. I know y'all don't know that, but I'm telling you, Mozzie talk a lot of trash too. Yeah. So I'm saying these guys, if these guys will step it up like that, you about to see something. Seriously. You about to see something. And I love that Michael not scared to say it. The organization ain't got to say it. You know what I'm saying? Jerry ain't got to say it. Steven ain't got to say it. Mike McCarthy not going to say it because of the position that he in. We already know he not. He not going to, put bulletin board material. Look, Micah Parsons don't care nothing about no bulletin board. If it fall on the bulletin board, so be it. Michael gonna say what he got to say, and everybody know he gonna bag it up. Nobody don't care. Michael don't care. Michael will tell you, I'm coming for you. I need some other guys with that type of attitude on his team. I want them to be cocky. That's usually what number one defenses are. They cocky. That's usually what guys, that's the traits of guys. That's what they usually do. I want him to do it. I love it. Dak's starting to lean a little bit that way. I ain't throwing no interceptions. Y'all got me. I ain't throwing no interceptions. I like that. I like it. Pay the man. That's what Dak said about Zach Martin. Pay him. Yeah, man, what? Did Dak say that? Did Dak I'm like, what? I love it. D-Law always have talked, so that ain't nothing new. We know if he didn't talk, we'll be like, what's wrong with D-Law? You see what I'm saying? That's what he had. Diggs is quiet, but when Diggs say it, you can see the swagger on him. You see what I'm saying? Gilmore is a pro type of dude, but Gilmore will let you know I'm here. Now hold up, y'all do know who I am. Like, hello. I'm just saying. This is what you need. If name me a defense that was number one in the league, and this type of swagger or talk, was a part of it. We can go all the way back. 85 Chicago Bears, for those of you that remember. They talk much trash, including the great corporate Mike Singletary. Talk much trash. Y'all seen that on NFL Fan. Talk much trash. The Ravens and the Steelers of the Ray Lewis era. Number one, number two in the league. Please act like y'all know what Baltimore. Everybody talk crazy. The Steelers did too. The San Francisco, we ain't got to go far. The San Francisco 49ers of last year. Did y'all see the swagger and the moxie that they had? Number one defense in the league. Did y'all see how they played? Full of swagger, full of enthusiasm, full of, just talking. Fred Warner talking. Cornerbacks that ain't even Pro Bowls talking. Just everybody full of swagger. That stuff means something. You might get me on one play, but I'm going to get you the rest of them. That type of swagger. You got to. I love it. I love it. And for those of you that are scared, for those of you that don't, we don't want bulletin board material, y'all just move out the way and let the big dogs talk. They know what to do. They trust me. They know what to do. That's part of their game. Okay, I can see, and the reason why I'm saying this, because I saw a chat group. Y'all know I'm about 25 Cowboy group. And I saw somebody say already, man, wasn't even talking about a team. You just saying he used a boxing analogy. He was calling out his own teammates. He's saying, we ready to go and all that. And somebody in the chat was trying to down Michael. Well, aren't you talking too much? Can we just be a little bit more humble? No. Micah Parsons ain't never been humble. Micah Parsons been like this since Penn State. He was like this in Penn State. No. Let him be him. Let him be him. Let that stuff ooze off of him and get to the other players. I need him to make Leighton Vander Esch crazy like he was in his rookie year when Leighton Vander Esch was a first-team All-Pro. Everybody don't forget about that. Leighton Vander Esch in his first season was first-team, not Pro Bowler, All-Pro. I need Micah Parsons to talk to him to make him crazy again. Yeah. I need him to talk to Damone Clark so Damone Clark can act like he back at LSU. I need that. Let Micah Parsons talk crazy to everybody. Let him fire up D-Law. Let him fire him up even more. Let him go. All y'all corporate folks, look, there ain't time for that now. That time done passed. We tried it that way. It's over with now. Let the big dogs talk and eat. And if you ain't there, get off the field. Put somebody in that got the same dog in them. That's why I am. Y'all may not be that way. That's why I am. Let the guys go. All right? I appreciate y'all. All right, let's go to work here. I'm done. Now, that wasn't even a take. That was just my opinion. I just love Micah Parsons and the way he is talking. I love it. I don't want him to change a spot. Phone line is open. Let me put that up. I forgot. I didn't do that. There it is. Bam. Phone line open now. Get myself set up here. 901, as you can see, 654-6853. 901, I got time for a couple of them. 901-654-6853. Whatever you want to talk about, or at least what I talked about, you can call in. You can agree with me or don't agree or give out your theory. Want to hear what you got to say. Not, I'm going to get on out of here and tell you guys about some other stuff. Terry said, okay, I like that. Terry said, make an NFC championship game before you talk. Well, in the case of Parsons, Terry, you actually be taking away his character. Only reason why I say that, because he's been talking since Penn State. He's been talking. Thank you, Maurice. You ain't lied, yeah. I am big time. I am. I mean, I am. Thank you, Terry. I mean, Mo. That's the only reason why I say about Micah. Micah been this way. You know, I say Penn State, but he probably been this way since high school, to be honest with you. He's been this way. So we can't take that from him. Now, if you say Dak, then I may get it. Like, Dak, please don't start all that. That really ain't you. So don't jump out there like Michael. You really ain't like that. You know, I give you that one. You know, but D-Law been talking ever since he came out of Boise State. So we don't want to take that from him. We don't want to take that. Guys that do all that, we don't want to take none of that from them. Man, I'm looking. Y'all see this right here? I know y'all see that. I don't know. See, when I do this, it disappears. Like it's perfect now. And I've adjusted my stuff. Y'all see how you can see the bar? As soon as I take my hand down, it look like Thanos is trying to make me fade away. Like in the Avengers Endgame. It's like it's just a matter of time before I fade away. I mean, it gets dark when I put my finger there. I don't know what is Why can't I get it to look like this? And see, my hand is not even on. I got to figure that out. I know some of y'all gonna say, move your settings and all that. I already did that. It just don't make no sense. I move my hand up here, and there it is. I'm good. I got to figure that out. All right, I got somebody calling in.
Call from.
I don't know who that is. Somebody's calling me from Delaware. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the Big Time Show. What's going on?
This is Wild Uncensored.
Hey man, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
What's going on, bro?
I got a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Zeke got any tread left on them tires to be a short down back?
Yes. Just not with us. And see, I'm looking at it from a bigger standpoint. Like, yes, he can do that, and he can even be a number 2 running back. But what I'm saying is, what happens if Tony Pollard goes down and Ezekiel Elliott becomes the number 1 running back again? We've already seen that movie. We know how that's going to end up. I don't want that.
What about the tight end play in training camp? What's your thoughts about the tight end play you have?
It's Jake Ferguson's show. We just, in a case with him, we just got to see it. You know what I'm saying? He does not have to be better than Dalton Schultz this year, because Brandon Cooks, and I even throw in Michael Gallup, are going to get a lot of the catches that Dalton Schultz used to get. Jake Ferguson, he's not going to have to be what Dalton Schultz was for us. For us last year. We didn't have a legit number 2 last year. Gallup was not Gallup. Noah Brown, functional receiver, but they were nowhere near what Brandon Cooks is, and a healthy Micah Gallup. So Ferguson, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Ferguson may not, whoever the starting tight end is. I don't see them catching no more than probably 50 balls this year. And I'm serious. Because the ball is going to... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Do you think Dak got any game to up his game this year and be in that running for MVP? You think he can bring up his game that much this season?
He can be the MVP, but does he have to have 5,000 yards passing? We don't want that. Does he have to have 40 touchdowns? Well, we don't want him throwing that much. That's been well documented. We don't want him to have Mahomes type numbers. And if that's what's required to get him in the MVP race, then he'll never be MVP.
What about him running more to get some extra yards and sliding? What's your thoughts about that?
Who is that now?
What's your thoughts about him running a little bit more and, instead of throwing so many picks, run a little bit and slide? What's your thoughts about that?
I want him to run, but at the same time, the problem with Dak running is he's not even Mississippi State Dak running no more. He ain't like that. See, everybody want him to be, if you say run the ball, folks think Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. He ain't that type of runner. What I would like to see him do is be a little bit more of a selective running, when it's time to do it. And there have been a lot of times that he could have that he didn't do it. But, I ain't gonna say Dak making a business decision, because that'll be questioning his heart. It's just that to be more even a threat for offense. If defenses knew that they say, okay, now he'll pull it down and run on you, then that would be something they would have to prepare for. I really don't think they've done that, because the Cowboys have really kind of made him unfortunately, a true pocket quarterback. Most people don't even, really think about him running the ball. But if he did that, and I ain't talking about no quarterback sneaks, I'm talking about kind of what you're talking about. Sometimes third and fourth time, if they're going man coverage, which a lot of teams will, that mean they back gonna be turned. Well, guess what? That's your time to run. It's third and four. Go get it.
That's exactly what I was talking about. I'm not saying.
Yeah, you should be able to
beat. Nothing.
Yeah, you should be able to beat a linebacker. You should be able to. You're shifty enough to be able to get it there. And you're big enough to run over some of these folks too. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least you can lean forward. I mean, we don't want them to lose it, but Dak been injured, and I know that he thinks like, I think that some of that is in his head too. That he don't want to lose the season. And even though Cooper Rush is a viable backup, you don't want the season to turn over to him too fast.
And before I get off the line, I have a quick question. Do you think Mike McCarthy's seat a little bit lukewarm right now? The overall play calling of last year, letting Zeke hike the ball. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the coach got the final say. And, the disappointing playoff loss of last year. Do you think his seat kind of warmed a little bit?
No, I don't think it's warm. I think it's hot. I've been done said that. If you go into my catalog, you will find a show there why I actually said that because, and I'll give you my reason, and I may be wrong, but it's just my theory, and this is what I think. They love Jason Garrett. Not Jason Garrett. I'm saying they love Kellen Moore. They love Kellen Moore. Part of me believed that they really didn't want to get rid of him. And because Mike McCarthy probably said, hey, he did stuff that I wouldn't do. I didn't want to do. I wanted to run a lot more. He wanted to pass. And I just feel like that the Jones said, they ain't probably didn't say this, but a part of me believed this is what they're thinking. Like, okay, we going to give you what you want. We going to give it to you. And you got a better roster. You're going to probably have a top 3 defense in this league. We went out and got you Brandon Cooks. We got you. We went out and got you Gilmore. We gave up Zeke. The offense obviously runs a little bit better when Pollard is in. You don't have any excuses. You got to get it done. And if you don't get it done, then your seat is hot. Like, Jerry ain't said it, but, in his mind, the question, we'll never know. But the question is, where do you really think this team, injury, if they're not injured, where do you really think this team can go? And I got a feeling Jerry is saying, well, with you, we've already won a first-round playoff game, so that ain't the standard. We've been to a divisional round. We hadn't won, but we've been there. So you at least got to win at least 2 playoff games in the season. But I'm really thinking that based off what what everybody's saying, this team got a real good shot, at least on paper, to really do some damage this year. So is the NFC Championship game the standard where you'll say, okay, you deserve another shot? But if anything under that, with this team that you have, because the window is closing, and you couldn't get it done, or anything less than that, the question now becomes, is that enough to keep you here? I personally don't think they're gonna fire him because the man had won 24 games in 2 seasons. I mean, come on now. Coaches just don't grow on trees. You understand what I'm saying? I got another call coming in. I'm gonna get him here. I'm not gonna hang up.
Greg.
Okay. I got Greg on hold right there. But to finish up your question, I just think that you're not gonna hear it, but I believe in their mind they got a spot or where they're saying this is where you need to be to cool your seat off. They just say it like that. That's what I think. Now, I may be wrong. And if I am, I just am. But I just think that the team should take another step now. The team is too good on paper. Got to put it on the field, but they're too good on paper. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for calling in. I don't know who's on it. Greg, where you at, brother? You there? Greg. I thought I had. Okay, there it is.
Call from
Greg.
I got you. Greg.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Man, what's up with you? You all right?
I'm excited. I'm listening to you right now. But I just want to check on a couple of things. Let's talk about Mike McCarthy.
Uh-huh.
If y'all go watch his film in Green Bay when he coached, this type of offense ran.
Uh-huh.
They'll tell you all how he did.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the playoffs in 2016 they played us?
Yeah.
How they did that? How they got those yards? He really once he gets you on the ropes, they run a hurry up on you.
Uh-huh. But
yeah, that's what the fans got to look forward to.
But do you do that with Dak Prescott though? See, you could do that if let's just put it this way. And maybe justifiably so. You could do that when you got Aaron Rodgers. But do you do that with Dak Prescott? See, you want the ball in Aaron Rodgers' hand like that because you totally trust him to close it out for you.
Exactly.
But do you trust Prescott like that? I don't think they do. Not like that.
But,
not at least on that level.
But he's not going to do it like that when he had Aaron, but he's going to do it. That's part of his offense.
Yeah. I do remember them running a fast-paced type offense. And when you look at the roster on offense, that might probably will be a big part of it. I mean, you want to keep these guys on their heels, and with the kind of speed that we got, I don't blame you on that. I would agree with it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And here's another thing: the Cowboys went 12-5 with Dak Prescott throwing 15, 16 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
They forgot about that. 12-5 with that many interceptions.
Yeah. 12-5 in that, and let me throw this out. Not to be making excuses, but it's just facts. And this is the theory again. Was his thumb? What percentage really was his thumb? And I'm just saying, there's nowhere in the world he was 100%. That's all I'm gonna say.
Get back. Because pushing the Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Here was talking Cooper Rush for that competition.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
He's pushing the quarterback competition, even though Cooper Rush wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
If Cooper Rush would have won the Eagles when he played them, that would have he played the next game.
Yeah. I agree. I just, I expect Dak to have a huge year this year. That don't necessarily mean the numbers. I just expect him to do what he usually does, and that's pretty much be consistent. If he's consistent, we're gonna be good. Yeah.
And he's gonna be talking about talking. He's gonna be talking. Let him make a big play, or score a rush for a touchdown. He's gonna talk.
Yeah.
And he been hitting all this track on Fox, on ESPN.
Yeah.
On the naysayer.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I won't be shocked they have 300,000 yards receiving this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Appreciate you, Terry. Thank you for calling, man.
All right.
Thank you, sir. All right. Hello, Emmanuel over there on Podbean. I see you popped in. You probably trying to catch me on my my spiritual podcast, the Seeking Clear Thoughts podcast that I do on Podbean. But I also talk football. You caught me on my football time. I see you, Prophet Douglian, I believe, who came in. I appreciate y'all. I'll be with you guys on for the Seeking Clear Thoughts podcast. I'll be with you guys later this week. I promise that I will do that every week from now on. So, and that goes for all of y'all. If most of you know, as I said before, I'm an assistant pastor here in Memphis. So I got a few personalities that I have in me. And my, actually I'm a bishop in the Lord's church. So I'm Bishop Brooks. There's him, and then there's Big Time, and then I'm just regular Doug. So I've always said I got 3 in me. Emmanuel, you'll get Bishop Brooks for the Seeking Clear Thoughts podcast. You guys are interested, you have to get Podbean, because that's the only thing I do. I don't put it on these pages at all. So that'll just be for my Podbean family. If you're interested, want to hear a little spiritual talk, y'all come on and just follow me, and I'll get you there to Podbean. Okay. You could do it. If you really want to do that, I'll tell you what you can do. If you really want to hear that part of me, download Podbean, Podbean, Podbean to your phones. That's a free app. When you get there, search out the Big Time Show. Y'all should know my symbols and stuff by now. Just follow that, and that'll get it done for you. Okay, that's all you got to do. All right, appreciate all y'all hanging with me for that. I will see you guys Monday at 7 p.m. For more cowboy talk as we get closer and closer to training camp. Hope you guys will come hang with me at 7 p.m. Central Time on Monday night. We'll have more talk. I'm going to try to get Boss on here if I can. Try to get Boss Cowboy, or maybe even West Coast. Maybe even both of them. Who knows? I'm going to try to work that out now and see. Appreciate you, Niecy. I tried. Thank you, Niecy. That's the best compliment I had all day. Thank you, Niecy. Thank you. I'm a fool when I want to be. I was really trying to be nice. I ain't do the comedy stuff today, but I was very professional in my talk. All right, Niecy, don't leave. Cause see, you better get one of the best parts of the show. See, one thing about my show, I jam coming in, and then I jam leaving out. And people done got kind of used to it because they already know what's coming. And I'm going to let you, since you're, I think you ain't been with me at the end, just stay right there. All I'm going to need you to do is and that go for everybody now. Since you're here with me, let me go ahead and see them hand clap emojis like Joe just did. I need some hand clap emojis. Thank you, Nisa. I'm about to go. I appreciate you hanging with me. I need some hand clap emojis from everybody. Y'all know I'm about to get out of here. So y'all know what that means when I'm asking for the hand clap emojis. Those are on Podbean. Let me see some hand clap emojis as well. We getting ready to get out of here. I don't need Joe. Joe lives in Italy. He is late over there right now in the country of Italy. We at least got to let Joe go to bed over there with some fire music as we get out of here. Thank you, Nisa. That's all I need to say. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, brother. That Kyle is Podbean. I see Podbean. All right, that's it. I'm out of here now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Nisa, this is really for you. This is what you get when you get out of here. All I need you to do is just clap your hands and bob your head. That's all I need you to do. Because I'm going to make you do it because I'm big time. Right? I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, see you Monday night, 7 p.m. for the one and only. This has been the Big Time Show. Clap your hands, Nisa. I'm still watching. Let me see you clap your hands in the chat box. You ready? Let's go.